In this video, we are going to talk about Elon Musk's new Google partnership changes everything. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Elon Musk-run the use of SpaceX's satellite internet access will be increased thanks to a new agreement that the company has announced. The aircraft manufacturer based in the United States has formed a partnership with Google Cloud to provide its enterprise customers with data, cloud services, and application development. Cloud services are frequently required by organizations that have extensive footprints, such as public sector agencies, firms with presences at the network edge, or those that operate in rural or remote portions of the country. Google Cloud is going to make an effort to use Starlink's high-speed broadband internet as part of its infrastructure so that it can support these types of operations for its enterprise customers. In accordance with the terms of the cooperation, SpaceX will install Starlink ground stations within the facilities of Google data centers. After that, Google Cloud will be able to facilitate the safe, low-latency transport of data thanks to the company's fleet of more than 1,500 satellites in low Earth orbit. According to a recent blog post by Google Cloud's high-capacity private network will underpin the delivery of Starlink's worldwide satellite internet service, which will provide businesses and consumers seamless connectivity to the cloud and internet. For the benefit of those who are unaware, Starlink is a satellite network developed by SpaceX. It makes use of thousands of small satellites that are deployed in low Earth orbit, LEO. These satellites will maintain a steady line of communication with specific ground transceivers in order to make high-speed data transfers possible. The primary objective of Starlink is to provide internet connectivity to inaccessible regions of the planet where traditional land-based internet infrastructure cannot be constructed. Starlink has begun providing its initial beta service on a global scale, and the company plans to continue expanding its reach until it achieves near-universal coverage in 2021. For the time being, Starlink is only accessible to a constrained number of customers in each service area. The principle of first come, first served will be applied to the processing of all orders placed in the future. A strong basis will be established for SpaceX's future endeavors as a result of its partnership with Google Cloud regarding the utilization of the Starlink constellation. Enterprises are an important part of any internet service provider's business, and SpaceX will welcome its new foray into that segment of the industry. Although SpaceX plans to enable internet connectivity for customers all over the world, it will welcome its new foray into the enterprise market. Under the terms of the agreement, SpaceX will set up ground stations inside of Google's data centers so that they may communicate with Starlink satellites. Because of this synergy, enterprise customers will have access to internet connections that are extremely fast. It is possible that we will begin to see the results of the partnership as early as this year. This is especially true considering that Elon Musk has promised that Starlink will exit beta mode. Despite the size of Google, this deal is enormous because it gives Google an advantage over its competitors in the cloud computing market, which include the software giant Microsoft and the online retail king Amazon. Because the company's advertising business is not expanding at the usual rate, Google needs to diversify its revenue streams as quickly as possible. Landing a client such as SpaceX is a big deal for Google because it means that its cloud computing service will be delivered to clients at high speed. Since the cloud is a way for Google to shore up its revenue and sustain its growth, this is important for the company. The Google data center in New Albany, Ohio, was the first in the United States to host a Starlink base station. This was followed by other data centers across the country. Nevertheless, in the end, the majority of Google's data centers across the world will be connected. In 2015, Google made an investment of $900 million into SpaceX. This investment was intended to cover a variety of technologies, including the production of satellites themselves, and was one of the first instances of collaboration between the two companies. As a result, it is only natural for the two businesses to collaborate on business endeavors. The agreement is beneficial for all parties involved, and it allows Google to provide its cloud services to a greater number of customers by means of a dependable and rapid internet network. It would appear that the internet has a prosperous future. Elon Musk and Google have come up with an incredible idea together, a way to connect people in places all over the world that does not involve the use of cables. The laser technology is still in the process of being developed, but it has the potential to completely change the way people access the internet. The following are a few of the ways in which this new alliance will have an impact on our lives and the way in which we utilize the internet. The internet is comparable to a vast universe that is always getting bigger. If we are able to cut ourselves loose from the cables that connect us to conventional internet connections, we will be able to gain access to a greater quantity of information with greater ease. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, has partnered with Google to develop a new laser technology that will enable people all over the world to access internet information without the use of wires or connections. This technology will be developed by Google in collaboration with Tesla. However, there are a number of ways in which this new technology may alter the way in which we access information on the internet. So while this collaboration has the potential to make everyone's lives easier, there is also the possibility that our lives may become more complicated. Utilizing this technology could be done in place of looking at a conventional computer display in order to keep up with what's happening on the internet. Everyone. Due to the fact that the internet is still a relatively new technology, brand new innovations such as this one are still in the process of being developed. Companies that deal in laser technology, on the other hand, stand a good chance of benefiting the most of anyone else. Early adopters of these linking technologies will have access to the services that are the most developed and therefore the most effective. Let's say you live in a part of the world where it's impossible to run standard electrical lines to your home. In order to stream Netflix on your mobile device or personal computer, you will need to make use of laser technology. It is currently difficult to acquire service if your device does not have a cable to connect it to the internet. However, in the future, laser connections will be much simpler and more reliable than cable connections. However, the changes won't be beneficial to everyone in the same way, those who are incapable of comprehension. As a result of the technology, internet connections will also become quicker, more affordable, and easier to access. It's a brilliant idea that will definitely make a difference in the way that we obtain information from the internet. Last but not least, this fresh concept has the perspective to have a sizable effect in secluded regions where people do not have access to sources of energy or internet connectivity. It's possible that this technology will be able to provide the connection that these more remote areas need. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.